Hi everybody, thank you so much for clicking once again. This is Medicine on Air with Dr. Betha. In the last video, I started discussing dementia. Today, I'm going to take time to explain some of the symptoms you can recognize. The cognitive functions involved. The first one is memory, forgetfulness. Anybody can forget, but in dementia, there's a terrible decline affecting all social interactions, occupational and otherwise. The memory is like a filing system. So it has steps. You want to put something inside a file, inside a suitcase or a cupboard, the first step is to put it there. That's registration. The second step is it's now stored. And the third is the day you want, you go back and retrieve it. In dementia, especially Alzheimer's, the first step is what is lost, registration. So they're unable to register new information. And that's why they can't follow conversations, because they didn't register what you said and can't remember what the person said and earlier conversations. They ask the same questions over and over again. One of my patients called the daughter 13 times in one day with the same 3 questions. None of all the time she called, the answers did not register. They are looking for personal items. Where did I keep my wristwatch? Where did I keep my shoes? Where did I keep my toothbrush? They also have problem with finances. Where did I keep the money? How much did my son give me? How much did my daughter give me? Have I gone to the bank? How much did I withdraw? Who has paid for those who are still in business? Did the person pay the correct price or the person did not pay? This forgetfulness is one of the reasons that causes a lot of disharmony. I have seen dementia scatter marriages. In our African culture, where we pick our parents to take care of them, it's common in homes of men who work outside, businessmen, journalists, auditors, leave their homes 3-4 days, 1 week. When they come back, the elderly parents, mama or papa, will say he or she has not eaten for 3 days. He has not taken a bath. Nobody has talked to him or her. Nobody gave him his or her medications. And he will be upset with his family. And the wife and children will be upset too and say he's lying. She's lying. It just escalates. And I am saying, could you please sheath your swords? Nobody is lying here. Mama or papa is ill. Very ill. All that information did not register. He or she couldn't retrieve it. That's the reason. He's not lying. She's not lying. There's no registration of that information. Another thing is in memory is some procedures like taking a bath. Anything I've done over and over again. Taking a bath, driving, using the restroom, dressing up. All those are procedures with steps. It's also involved in dementia. And that's why they can go to the restroom and miss some steps. They may not undress before using the restroom. They may not flush the toilet. They may not do this. They may not wash their hands. They may not shut the door. They also have a problem with orientation. And so he or she just goes to a nearby shop 5 minutes away and doesn't come back for hours. The person has wandered away for kilometers. Some get missing. Some are never found. Some die. And so where time and again you see they say they found one elderly person confused somewhere, half dressed. The person has dementia. He or she is confused. The person has wandered away and doesn't know where he or she is. He or she is half dressed because there's a problem with the procedure of dressing. The person missed 1 or 2 steps. Please don't abuse the person. Don't insult him. Don't stone the person. That is elder abuse. The person is ill, very ill. Other functions involved include recognition. At times they're unable to remember the correct names of their children. They can't recognize familiar persons, people they have known for some time. They're unable to say the correct words. They may rather use many words to describe one thing instead of just calling it the name. And then judgment is also impaired. So the person can be in the house and the food is burning and won't react by turning off the stove, turning off the gas. The person can be in the house, water is running and won't react by turning off the tap. So their judgment is also what? Impaired. All these defects, all these impairments are worse in a new environment. So you go and take your father or mother and relocate to your own house. You have just dumped one whole ton of new information. So the confusion is going to be more. Can't recognize the restroom, can't recognize the bedroom, can't recognize the cup, the bucket, whatever it is. That's why I'm making this video. Please like this video, share it that others may also learn. This person is ill. Thank you so much for listening.